me the story about getting Michael in the band, because one of the great things about the band when you listen down below Sammy and Eddie is the rhythm section is just so, there's so much going on down there. And he seems like the perfect guy for the group, I assume. How did he come into the picture?
Well, Mike and I have a spiritual connection.
Really?
Yeah, in the shape of Jack Daniels. No, actually, that was a long time ago. The way we met was we were playing the same bill, if you want to call it then, playing a high school auditorium, and our PA had broken down, and Mike just let us use his, and we befriended him, and he came around, and before you know it, he was in the band.
Was it obvious when he first started playing with you that he's really got something going here?
Yeah, I think besides, it was more, what was more besides his playing was his attitude. In the beginning, that's when you really, it's the friendship and the camaraderie and the common, the love for music that makes it happen.
Yeah.
And because if you set goals and you miss a goal, you don't feel so good.
Yeah, right.
I'm not saying just completely go with the tide and don't even bother getting up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the other extreme. But yeah, it was Mike's vibe that first really got us going.
Did you know from the beginning that you had something special and you're just going to keep going until you do it? Or were there times when you had second thoughts?
I think it was from very early on that it was kind of ingrained on us that if you're doing something that you like, then that is of the utmost importance. Because in our family, there were two opposites. There was my dad, the musician, the guy, the happy-go-lucky guy, and let's have a drink, that type of thing. The other side was our mother. He says, without a suit and tie, you ain't diddly. You're nothing. You come by, visit today or tomorrow, and she'll say, Alex, when are you going to get a job? She's 75. And, Mom, does it really make any difference?
Were you guys, when you and Eddie were kids, was it immediately apparent that you were musical? I mean, did you both just feel like this is what we want to do, and we love music, we want to play?
Yeah, my dad, and if I say Ed and my father, or our father, that sounds kind of holy, doesn't it? Now, he was a musician, and again, it's really hard to put it into words, but musicians are different than the 9-to-5ers. It's a different mentality. It's I think it really is something that's in your blood, and the lifestyle is different. Yeah, you have roots. There's certain places where you come home to, but the whole planet is your home. Here's your suitcase. Here's your instrument. Let's go. Yeah. Because music is all about people, meeting people and playing for them, and so we picked that up very early.
Yeah. Must be great to play with a brother, right? I mean, is this a special relationship?
Yeah, I mean, it never really came to my attention until Sammy once in a while will say, see, you got to remember, the four of us, we're together a lot. So just to keep things interesting, we like to stir a little bit of, stir a little. So whenever something isn't going 100% right, Sammy kind of walks off and he says, yeah, the brothers are at it again. You can't win around here. Of course, that's really some reverse psychology, because at that point I'm supposed to say, oh, no, not at all. No, I disagree with Ed, man. I'm siding with you, Sam.
What kind of, when you were looking for, when you replaced that other guy who was in the band, when you were looking for a singer, was there something special you were looking for, or did Sammy just fit the bill?
He just fit the bill. Ed and I were just putzing around in the studio. We didn't know really what we wanted to do, and then it just seems like every time that you really, at the end, or the tunnel is the darkest, and all of a sudden then a light comes in. Yeah. I don't know the exact phrase, but yeah, one night Sammy just came by, and he brought this kind of older feller with him, sitting there, And I was in one of those moods, and I was literally bouncing off the walls and jumping up and down the console. And I said, hey, Sam, nice to meet you, man, but who's this old fart? Turned out it was his manager. And we started playing, and that was it. First note, bingo.
How do you think the band has changed most noticeably over the last, say, 15 years? I mean, is it just the musical maturity, or has the sound gotten bigger and badder, or what?
Well, that's a good question. I think every musician dreads the day that, what if I don't like this anymore, and I'm going to do it just because I'm getting paid for it? Yeah. And I think the biggest surprise is that we really still are, we still get up for it.
You managed to arrange it so you can do it the way you want to do it. It probably helps.
Yeah, but I mean, to have to play one song that you recorded 10 years ago because the audience wants to hear it can sometimes really push you to the limit of, hey, are we faking it now or what?
Yeah.
But
what song might that be?
I'm not going to mention anything in particular because we may not play it this time.
What the